Kia ora Star Wars fans, welcome to Middle-Aged Kiwi Man collecting Star Wars figures. In this video I'm going to give you a tour of one of my favourite characters in the whole saga, the humble but important Stormtrooper. Okay, well, let's start off with some random bits and bobs. This is the coaster that I showed you in the intro, so I picked that up at a toy fair recently. That's the 30th anniversary Stormtrooper coin. That's just some random key tag that came in some lolly thing. An eraser, and these are from a New Zealand supermarket promotion. Okay, so here we have the Stormtrooper from the 30th anniversary collection in 2007, the one that comes with the coin. And then we've got the Grumpy Cat Stormtrooper from the 2013 Black Series line, and then from the Rogue One line we've got a 5 POA Stormtrooper, but this is the first one that really had the great bucket that everyone was wanting to put on a articulated body. And here we have the Stormtrooper on the Return of the Jedi card. This is from the original trilogy collection, which is about 2004. Then we've got the George Lucas version, which weirdly uses an older sculpt for the body, but has the George Lucas face. This one's a little bit yellowed. From 2006, and then again from 2006 we got this convention exclusive Vader's Fist 501st one. Apologies for the glare. So those are three pretty cool carded figures. Okay, and then we got the retro collection one. So I don't have any original Stormtroopers, but I do have this retro one on that classic Star Wars card. And here's a Disney Store Elite Stormtrooper. This is one of the metal ones. Yeah. I used to have it on display. I put it back in its box because it's actually quite heavy with the metal and I was worried about it falling over. But it's a pretty cool looking figure actually. And Black Series, so I don't have a lot of Black Series, but this one I just had to get when it came out. This is from the original orange box line that came out in 2013, so that's the original mold of the Stormtrooper, and that's the updated version that came in one of those boxes that people seem to like to collect for the murals. They're both quite good looking figures, just wrong sized. Okay, now we're into the real beauties, and I'm going to have to apologise for the glare again. It's basically because I've got lots of lights on in here and the star cases are very reflective. This is the first Stormtrooper that came out in the vintage collection line. As you can see, it's that classic Star Wars card art, but it came out on Empire Strikes Back card. VC41, and showing the original card there. Very cool. I remember picking a couple of these up when I got back into collecting. Very happy with those. Then when we wait for the focus, there's the focus, then we jump right ahead to VC123, the Mimban Stormtrooper, or Stormtrooper brackets Mimban, I should say. And this is the one that really started with that super articulated Stormtrooper sculpt. And as soon as that came out, everybody was like, new head, new head, new head, use the one from the 5 POA Rogue One. And so they did. And the result is VC140, which is still an absolutely fantastic figure, and I army built as much as I could. Never ever saw it in New Zealand, but got quite a few of them off Big Bad Toy Store. It's VC140. Yeah, such a cool figure still, and I know they've upgraded it again, but for some reason they've made it a store exclusive, haven't they? Then Mandalorian came out, easy repaint. The Remnant Stormtrooper with some really cool weathering and stuff like that. Why on earth they carbonised that guy, I will never know, because he's supposed to be grimy and gritty. 165, fantastic figure as well, and I've got quite a few of those which I'm happy about. Here we go, and then this one that came in the carbon freeze chamber, and to be honest it's the only reason I bought the carbon freeze chamber. Absolutely love this card back. And again, it's a very, very good sculpt. That is VC171. Another fantastic figure. And to round out the vintage collection stuff, we can't go past a couple of repaints. So this is VC163, the Shadow Trooper, which is essentially just a painted black version of VC140. And I remember on Bantha Skull and places like that, they were just going, you got the perfect sculpt now, just repaint, repaint, repaint. And that's what Hasbro are doing, so good on them for that. And then a little bit later on, gaming grates. So this is that first wave of gaming grates where they use the Star Wars racetrack instead of what they're doing with the new ones, which is having the logo up there. So Force Unleashed, Shadow Stormtrooper. Pretty cool with the translucent parts and all that kind of carry on. VC194. Stormtroopers in Disguise. So we got the Luke Skywalker Stormtrooper Disguise VC169 and Han Solo VC143. Very lucky to get that Han Solo one because it was a Target exclusive and I just happened to be in the States at the time and picked a couple up. Okay, and if you are not into the sequel trilogy, you might want to just skip forward a bit. But anyway, the Stormtroopers. If you like Stormtroopers, this was the Force Awakens 5POA First Order Stormtrooper. A lot of people don't like the design, but I actually love it. I used to have the other version of this carded, but I ripped them open because I army built these guys, as you'll see a little bit later on. And then, of course, in that infamous first wave of VC 2.0, we got the First Order Stormtrooper in Vintage Collection, VC 118, and that was a repack of the Walmart Black series, but we didn't get those in this country, so it was actually quite an exciting initial wave, for me at least. And here's the First Order Executioner, which I think was one of the very last in that stupid Walmart Black series line. And over in this corner here I have a cardboard standee of the First Order Stormtrooper next to my Death Star wall. It's not quite life-size, but it's getting a very close approximation, so it's a pretty cool one. I like it. So this video really could go on and on due to the different variants of all the Stormtroopers, but I won't go on and on, but instead I'll give you a bit of a video montage of how I have my Stormtroopers set up. That is my Stormtrooper collection. Bit of a focus for me amongst a few other characters, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed that video. Leave a like below, ka kite, and I'll see you on the next video.